What's up, everyone? This is Neurotic Pengu, and here's my Ashes of Alar guide. So obviously Ashes of Alar is a mount, drops here in Tempest Keep. How do you get to Tempest Keep? Go to Outland, Netherstorm, Tempest Keep. Okay, you're gonna fly through here. Unlike Malagos, there's a lot of trash, but I cleared it already. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna show you the path you run. So there's trash all through here. You don't need to worry about it. It's like level 70, so if it kills you, you're pretty bad. Duncan. Anyway, the trash in here, this room, has a knockback effect, so just be wary of that. If you're standing up on this second level, you might want to have your back against the wall, just to avoid getting annoyingly knocked down. That is what the mount looks like. That is a boss. You don't need to worry about that. Alar doesn't drop the mount and won't aggro onto you, so unless you attack him. So yeah, just let him be unless you want some transmog gear. Those things fly around the outside. I don't know. They path randomly. Maybe that guy will get my way later. Doesn't really matter. It's easy enough to kill during the boss fight. So anyway, you're gonna want to run up here. There's one mob that runs back and forth down this hallway. Make sure you kill him because that guy is pretty annoying if he runs into you. So yeah, the strategy I'm going to use is pretty old strategy. Some people were able to solo Kael'thas, I guess his name is. We were able to solo him with this strategy in Cataclysm. I'm not very good at PvE, so I wasn't able to. But yeah, just to give you an idea of how old this strategy is and how bad your gear can be to still pull this off. So basically what I did there was I aggroed him. I started the fight. As you can see, I'm in combat. As long as you run, you just want to run basically out of this doorway immediately. So if we just wait a second here, there. The doorway will bar off. So we can't go back into that room, but we don't want to be in there, so that's fine. Some classes can solo him while still being in that room. As a priest, I just get owned by chain CC and can't do anything, so I need to go with this old school method. Basically what I'm doing right now is running all the way back to the front of the instance. You probably not necessary for most people now, but again, I'm bad at PvE. I'm a priest. I'm very vulnerable to CC. So I like to do it this really old way. So I really don't have a chance of screwing up and dying, which is nice, and it doesn't take that much longer.
I can't cast that yet.
So yeah, in terms of these other two wings, you don't need to worry about them, unless of course you want transmog gear or something from them. Yeah, I don't know, they're you don't need to kill them to get to the boss or whatever. Yeah. So the only boss you actually need to kill is the last boss, even though there are all these other bosses that are potentially in the way. So all you need to be aware about for this is don't get punted out of the raid. If you're standing too close to that, the first thing this guy does when he shows up is punts you back. So you probably want to stand against a wall. Because he does punt you back quite far, and I have been, like a noob, punted all the way out of the raid, and then the encounter resets, and you have to do all that running again. So this first guy takes a while because he just walks, like a old school escort quest. All the other guys run though, so this is the only kind of long ass wait you need to do. The strategy I'm going to use is kill the first two mobs here. Or not mobs, ads, named ads. First two named ads there. The third one there, and then the fourth one around here. Okay, so here he's finally arrived. And basically the reason you split them up like that is to avoid getting chain CC'd. So he's gonna punt me here. Yep. As you can see, he punts you quite far, so just be aware of that. And yeah, now that guy's dead. Second guy is here much faster. Because he sprints. That's the only guy that walks. And yeah, Basically, the reason you split them up is because they all have a individual CC, and if you get if you're trying to kill them all at the same time, because right now he only sends them out one by one, the Kael'thas guy. He only sends them out one by one, but later there's a phase where he resurrects all 4 of them, and if you have all 4 of them together on you, unless you're a paladin or something and can bubble and like kill a couple of them while you're in the bubble, you're gonna die because you're just gonna get CC'd to the point where you can't do anything, and then eventually get whittled down. So the second guy should be here fairly shortly. Come on, come on, run around the corner. Come on. There we go.
Out of range. That's not a
Okay, so once you deal with that guy, oh yeah, and those guys don't have any loot, so like don't worry about that. Once you deal with that guy, you're gonna want to run up here. This next person's a mage, so I try and like LOS her to get her closer. So yeah. Again, if you didn't clear all these Phoenix ones, they could potentially run into you here, but it's not a big deal. They're pretty easy to kill. Here she comes. For some reason, she doesn't like get completely LOS usually. Yeah, she starts like randomly casting. That's not a problem. So yeah, as you can see, that person put a 9-second disorient on me. The other people didn't have a chance to CC me, but they all have like kicks and stuns, so it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed by those if you don't separate them. And you don't need to like carry a PvP trinket or whatever, but that does work. So obviously I'm a human, I get that without equipping it, so I use it, but it's not a necessity. This guy is rather annoying. He puts this debuff on you. Basically it's just like, yeah, like that, just periodically stuns you. There's nothing you can do about that. Maybe Paladin Bubble breaks it, I don't know, not a Paladin. But yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, and that's a pain in the ass. So, yeah. This next phase, he summons all these weapons. Okay, got randomly stunned again. If you're a caster like myself, you're going to want to try and target this thing. Did I get it? Yeah, phase shift bulwark. You want to kill that thing immediately. So I'm going to put my Shadow Fiend on it. I'm going to use Insta-Cast on it. I don't want to cast, because if I cast, the phase shift bulwark will kick me. Which is the reason you kill it first. Because now I can free cast. I'm actually getting really unlucky with these stuns. Normally you don't get stunned this frequently. This is kind of insane. Yeah, really annoying. Okay, that's gone now though, so. Just AoE these down. They're not going to do much damage. As long as you've killed the phase shift bulwark, there's no fear. Yeah, that was kind of lazy of me. I was AoEing down one thing. Okay, if you're a caster like myself, you're going to want to pick up the staff. It's annoying with AoE loot and auto loot because you pick up all of the weapons. Just pick up the staff and make sure you use it. What that's going to do is protect you from CC, as you can see there. And now he's going to he just rezzed all 4 of these guys, but obviously we separated them earlier. And the whole point of that was... the whole point of that was so that this phase is easier. So So there, we killed that guy. Mage should be here soon. Yep, there's the mage.
It's not ready. I can't cast that.
And as she dies, this guy shows up. So, and obviously the next guy does his annoying slow walking, which actually helps us here, because obviously we killed these two at the same spot, but they didn't show up at the same time.
I will not.
Okay. Obviously you're in combat this whole time, so if you are a mana user, be aware of that. You aren't going to get any regen, so you know, take that into consideration. I'm trying to not to let this guy hit me because he'll put a debuff on me, which is kind of annoying. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, he got it, but whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so now we're finally killing the actual boss. He can still run through this gate, so yeah, we just need to wait for him and start doing damage. You can try and interrupt his Pyroblast if you want. At level 90, it's not such a big deal. It's not going to kill you, probably. But yeah, that's really the only thing you need to worry about for this part. And then when he summons the Phoenix Egg, just kill it. Or the Phoenix, rather, and then kill the Phoenix Egg as well. Just to, you know, reduce some of the damage you're taking. Okay, so there's a Phoenix. It will come towards you and like lose health naturally, which is kind of weird. Like as you can see, it's like doing damage to itself. So yeah, you can just kite it and like if you want, but yeah, there's not a reason to not kill it, I guess. Does that make sense? Probably not. Whatever. Okay, so at 50%, he's gonna run away. Yeah, you can't follow him, so don't really worry about that. And now he's gonna go do some more roleplay stuff. You know, teach you about the game lore, things like that.
I have not come this far to be stopped.
You have to stay outside, so unfortunately you can't witness it. But he's gonna come back bigger and better, as you'll see. Explosion. Craziness. So yeah, no idea what's going on in that room. Sounds a little sketch. But it's done now, and he should be coming around the corner, hopefully. Maybe. At some point. Maybe I'm lying. There he is. Okay, so as you can see, he's huge now. He has a new set of abilities. Again, not too much to worry about. He'll do this gravity lapse thing where you can fly around. Yeah. Doesn't really change anything except you can fly around. What you want to avoid is that nether thingy. Whatever that is. Don't go there. It's doing this thing. I need to move out of it. But basically you get this stacking debuff, decreases your total health. Yeah, it doesn't decrease your damage or any of your other stats like res sickness, but what does happen is, as you can see now, I'm getting closer to a BC health pool. So his abilities will start to hit me hard again. Obviously I can heal for the same amount, so I can like heal myself to full in one heal. But you do have to be aware that your health pool is very low, and you do have the definite potential of dying if you don't like heal yourself. But anyway, it should be pretty easy to solo. And looks like he's going down here. And let's see if we got any luck this week. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no luck. But anyway, that's how you do it. Obviously, it's a very rare amount, so if you do get it first week, fuck you. But if you're like the rest of us and have to farm it over and over again, hopefully this helps. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.